Hello everyone, Gigs here once again for another Constantiam tour. And today I am at one of the highway monuments that has unfortunately been griefed. So, the thing about this monument is I also have a download of it. Now the download I think is, 6 to 12 months old. I know I did it quite a while ago. However, I have sat on it because I didn't know what state the monument was in. Visiting it again today to see whether I needed to update my download, I can see that it is heavily griefed and therefore I'm happy to do a video of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you around the grief and then I'm going to switch on over to the download and show you the download. So we can have a look at, I suppose, the after and then the before. Doing it a little bit backwards, but hey, that's how we do things. So at the moment, I'm at a little, I'm guessing this was a little AFK fishing area. There's potentially a hopper or something there, but it's, yeah, it's looking a little bit sad. It's lost its walls and bits and pieces. Someone had built a fence area all around here for some reason. Now, I'm just going to head over here, just because look, our highway workers do an amazing job, and I know that these things get heavily griefed all the time and people remake them and stuff like that. But they've made quite the little path here, alternating different blocks. They've got this little area up here. I think it's really cool. Even the steps, so as you go and you don't have to climb on up. And again, some people have griefed some of this, but you're going to get that on a highway build. Getting a little bit fancy here, and then we head on into, and again, even from here you can see the griefing. I didn't spot any withers over here, so I'm guessing it was just TNT, or if there was withers involved, someone killed them. But this has the feeling more of a TNT griefing more than withers. Withers, I would expect there to be a little bit more sort of chaos than what there is from this. This looks more as if someone's placed TNT along the middle there and then blown it up, versus a wither. A wither wouldn't be that organised in its griefing. They're a little bit more chaotic. So it's had a few visits. I think a lot of the signs are gone, but we'll know that from the download when we check that out, because I'm sure I had a lot more there were a lot more signs than what I'm seeing here, but I could be wrong. But there's a real nice use of the acacia, the stone bricks, the cobblestone walls. I really quite liked it. All the little buildings were quite to theme, but I think they were multiple builders. I don't think it was just one builder. Again, I'm trying to remember whether or not there were signs of who the builders were in the download, so we'll just have to sort of check that out. What do we have down here? Oh, it goes all the way down. Oh, quite the area down here. So this is, now either they were making underground highways or this is just all their mining. Hard to tell, but it's quite a big area, so you would expect that it's potentially highways. But looks like they had quite a little, probably slime chunk. They were building quite a big area under here. Very cool. You could take the quick minecart trip up or down or use the ladders. Very cool. Okay. Here comes nighttime, so I am on the server itself recording this at the moment, so we could encounter a few mobs. Although there's quite a bit of torches around, we might be, oh no, we might not be okay. Yeah, I see you. Let's get rid of him. Yeah, so you can see, I'm not going to go overly into everything. I think that I just wanted to take a bit of a scoot around. I'll take the time, oops, no, that's where we came in. I'll take the time to look through the base a little bit more using the download. Oh no, that's not where we came through. Got myself turned around. Yeah, so I'll take a little bit more of a look around, but I sort of wanted to show off the grief a little bit while I was here, just so that people can see the state that it is in today. A little bit of a rollback there. Don't get those very often on the server anymore, but they still happen. Very cool. splash of colour in amongst the mix, but still blends in nicely with the colouring of the ground, given this is a savanna desert style biome. I don't think this really leads anywhere either. I think it's just someone's got a little portal down here and a couple of chests, but other than that there's really nothing over this way as well. So I mean, that is basically it. We're now going to switch on over to the download and have a look at the base. Pre-grief. See you shortly. Okay, so here we are on the download with the ungriefed version of the base. So I was wrong, there is no hopper here. It was purely just a little fishing spot that someone had set up. But still, as you can see, it did have a little bit more to it. So let's have a portal sitting there. Let's have a look at the ungriefed version of this. So you can see at this point it still had the fence all the way around there. We head on up here to the highway. Not too much has changed, but you can already see this is a lot more detailed. We've got the desert temple over there. It's had this really neat little entranceway here over to the base. I think the chest. Now I do open the chests when I do my downloads usually, and I try to get most of them. So we may have some chest contents here. It's quite cool too. Little entrance down to here, which kind of goes along with the square arches they have on the main part of the highway there. So I really like these walls. I think the greys in the acacia really blend well, just mixing in with the stone brick. And then you add just that pop of colour with the fencing up the top there. It's really quite cool. So here we are. Much different to the griefed version indeed. Now again, there aren't signs around here. Those signs have been added after I had visited or after the griefing had happened. But there is a signboard over there that we will go and visit. But a few little buildings here for us to see. Now, there was a little bit of a farm here, or no, actually over there I think when we came in, one of the two sides, maybe in this side. It's like a proper little town. There's little signs letting you know where to go all around the place. So here we go. I'm not going to read out all these signs. Approved by the Jared 2013 Health Committee. But I will slowly just sort of go past. You may see some names that you recognise on here. Yeah, there we go. Mine's up the top here. So I visited on the 14th of March 2019. So yeah. A little over 6 months since I did the download here. So I've got just a few, if you want to, read through those. Hopefully they're clear enough to be able to be read. Quite a few visitors indeed. None on that side there. So we have this neat little tower here. Was this for fishing? Were they fishing from up here? Possibly. And in that chest. Let's go all the way down the bottom. Nothing. So I am in survival mode even though this is on a download. And again, that's just so, number one, otherwise it becomes so easy to accidentally break blocks when you do that. And it just means that the interactions with chests and things is less of an issue. Couple of cows. What is this? Goes down to Y12 with 4 main channels in each direction. So this will be that main center area that we saw before. And in the download, you'll see that it's not got any of the flooring and everything that they had on there. It just has the main tunnels. Hasn't even got the slime chunk sign there. So this was obviously prior to them having made that. So that's not there. Okay, so let's... I just want to make sure I don't miss any of the buildings. Auto fishing spot, yeah, so that's where they were fishing. So snipers, pumpkin, the sniper 231996 and pumpkin Zex's L2, Zexels 2, style home. Oh, so pumpkin Zex's style home. Welcome everyone. You would think I was not an English speaker sometimes. Neat little pumpkins on the ground. Baked potatoes. No baked potatoes. Other bits and pieces, but not baked potatoes. A lot of fishing stuff. Make sure. No, that's like that. Nothing in those chests. Cute little house. Oops, there's another floor to it. Was this also fishing, maybe? Or were they dropping things into there to go down into the chest? Oh, but there's a neat little wheat farm up here. It's kind of cool. Very cool. Okay, let's go see what else we can discover. So, we've been to the fishing spot. Entrance to the mines. Okay, so that's that there. It's a secret to everybody. It is indeed, because I don't know what the secret is. So what do we have in here? Ooh, I wonder if this was going to be a trap at some point in time. Brewing related. A lot of water bottles. I wonder if that came from the fishing. Lots of furnaces. Good morning. Good night. There we go. Nether related stuff. Stone. I was good at opening all the chests when I am. So this is... Now this doesn't look fishing. This looks from... more for a grinder setup. Those bits and pieces. Like whether or not they got a skelly grinder somewhere. Or it's just killing the mobs that were around. Possibly just killing the mobs that were around. Very organised chests, whoever this house belongs to. Is there a sign on it? Not that I can see. There's a neat little... I like that design up the top there. Even the sort of little bell tower look that they've got going on there. Very cool. Very cool. So what do we have here? Sharpie, never forget Pop Bob is fat. Now this looks almost like an Inception style house where the house is upside down. We actually had one of those at Melon Cube as well. Can you get into it? Oh, yep. So nothing had done on the interior, but maybe they had only just started it when I had done the download. Very cool. Good spot. Little chest in here. You can see their walls are double thick here. Pumpkin melon reed farms. So quite extensive farms, which again we were missing in the griefed base. They'd all been destroyed. They were quite TNT'd out. Quite cool. Farmer head enchanting table to the right. Someone naffed the enchanting table by the looks of it. Quite a neat building though. Again, just all these little details that you sort of get along the way. The half slabs there, the fence coming across in front of the stone bricks in between the stairs there. This looks really neat. The addition of the glass into the stepping of the roof here. It's really cool. And again, the acacia just fits really nicely with both the cobble and the stone bricks. Really nice. Bit of smooth stone added in the mix. Very cool. Wish we knew who the builder was. Didn't see any signs that indicated that. No. Looks like this was an entrance back out to the world. Even climb up onto the outer wall and take a walk around there if you wanted to. All the trees. Okay, so what do we have here? Lodge of the Starry Sage Matthias. Sage built here. Sniper loves this trippy build. Very cool. I don't know if I've ever come across any of Sage's builds before, apart from this one here. But I do like it. It's a nice mix of the wood and the yellow terracotta here. A little bit of colour with the orange up there to blend in with the pumpkins as well. The jack-o'-lanterns. Very nice. Cool little build. Very cool. See, infinite water supply, and that whole area that was here just isn't here. So that was obviously built after I had done the download. But this is basically the Cuck Hold, which I think they have called it. So yeah, I think it's a really cool base and a really neat one to have on the highways. Well, was a neat one. It's now a nice set of ruins, but same. Anyways, I'm sorry this was griefed. I really am. I would have liked to have kept this one not being shown for a little bit longer. You know, as much as I enjoy showing off the builds and all that sort of thing, I do prefer it when it's because they are good bases that are still up and running and haven't been griefed. But in the meantime, I just want to say again, thank you very much for tuning in and watching my videos. If you haven't already joined my Twitch channel, please head on over to that and give me a follow so that you can know when I go live. While I don't stream any of the Anarchy servers, I do have a bit of fun on the SMP server, and tonight when this video goes live, I will be probably dying a fair bit in RL Craft, so would love to see you come along and visit. But in the meantime, you have a great day.